I'm Corey Weatherton, Director of Product Development here at Entegra Coach, and I've got something super excited to show you today. It is the Accolade XT, and the floor plan is the 32U. What I want to do today is talk to you about what makes the Accolade XT, but then also tell you a little bit about Entegra Coach and what makes us special, and in my opinion, really a notch above the rest. First and foremost, on everything that we build, we're going to put a ride and handling package on it, and on this Accolade XT, we have the Easy Drive Premier. The Easy Drive Premier is designed to be that ride and handling package that gives you the quietest riding, best handling coach at this price point, and also really helps out to accentuate the capacities of this 4x4 F600 chassis. So what are we doing to the chassis that makes it so great for you as the potential end user? First and foremost, we are putting a 2-inch radius arm BDS suspension lift on it. So in the front, you'll notice we have added height on that. That is courtesy of that BDS suspension lift, as well as a 2-inch lift on the rear. We are adding Koni FSD shocks, frequency selective dampeners. So that is a dual valve shock that gives you both comfort and stability. So as you're going down the highway and you take a cloverleaf maybe a little bit too fast, you start to get a little bit of body roll. One valve will open up in that shock and just let a little hydraulic fluid through to give you the stability you need. But let's say you're taking this down some BLM land and you're on a 2-track, you hit that big pothole, mud hole, all of a sudden both valves will open up and you get the comfort that you need with this shock. So it's a high-end shock, it's a great shock. It really helps improve the ride of this coach. Also, what we're doing is we are adding a front and rear stabilizer bar. So Ford gives us stabilizer bars on front and rear. We take those off and we put oversized stabilizer bars on to really help eliminate a lot of the side-to-side sway if you are taking this on uneven surfaces. Also a computer balanced drive shaft. We are tightening that drive shaft to the point of reducing white background noise inside of the coach. So with this ride and handling system, I can guarantee you that it's going to handle better than anything else that's sitting on the F600 chassis. Talking about the F600 chassis, that is what these Accolade XTs primarily sit upon. All three of our floor plans are built on this F600 chassis. We do option an F550 chassis on the 29T floor plan. So our shorter floor plan, if you desire, we will put that on a 550 chassis. Now, this chassis, it has a 6.7 liter Power Stroke engine in it, so it is diesel. It is a great chassis. So kind of the origins of this Accolade XT motorhome, we are building, on my opinion, on an incredible chassis. We wanted to really give the motorhome a look and feel that would match the 4x4 capabilities of this chassis. So you'll notice right off the bat, in this marketplace, ours looks very unique, and some of it has to do with some of those suspension components, as I already mentioned. But also, if we come up to the front, you will notice that we have put an aftermarket front bumper on this. This is a road armor bumper that is already equipped with a winch cradle. Now, we don't option or include a winch on it. If you would prefer to have that, you can have that installed yourself. But this is an aftermarket bumper. We want to make sure that it had the capacity to pull you out of a spot if you did include a winch, but then also to give some front end protection on this coach, but then also just help it make it look a lot better. So you'll notice in the front bumper, we do have a couple auxiliary lights. We have a spotlight down below, as well as a Ford fog light. And then the front overhead cap, we have floodlights up above. And then in the rear cap or rear wall, we do have floodlights as well. So our goal with this chassis was understanding that you may not be taking it into the normal campgrounds, or let's say even you are and you get there late at night. We want to make sure that you have enough lighting to be able to see where you want to go on those dark nights where the moon is covered. So all of these lights are controlled in your center overhead console. There's auxiliary switches, and each of those lights are switched differently. So your front flood will be switched differently than your rear flood, your spot, etc. So that's first and foremost one of the things I want to point out is we are investing in this. One, for the practical application of protection of this coach, but then also the overall look of it. As we come back, you'll notice, still speaking on that front cap, we do have our hallmark seamless one-piece fiberglass front cap. You will notice that we have tapered the sides down, the front down, so that we give it more of a sleek aerodynamic feel, but then also helps improve your fuel economy just a little bit. But with that seamless fiberglass front cap, there is no potential for water leaks inside of that. That's intentional on our part because we want to build a coach to a higher standard, because we know you as a customer looking for a luxury coach, you are demanding that, and so we included that on this coach. You'll also notice that we do have aftermarket matte black wheels as well as all-terrain tires. There again, if this is a four-wheel drive coach and you will be using it potentially in sand or on those two tracks, we want to make sure that you have the traction that you need and the control to be able to get through those tougher places to get through. Moving back the coach, you will notice that we do have side steps that we have installed. Those are Road Armor brand as well. We love our partnership with Road Armor. They have been a great partner. If you're unfamiliar with them, just do a Google search. They have an incredible reputation and their stuff is built to last. So front bumper side steps are built by them and we have absolutely loved them. We've gotten a lot of feedback from you folks, and the traction on these, the longevity of these, they have been very positive. Coming back, you will notice the 2+3 warranty. That is a Entegra coach standard that we build everything to. A 2+3 warranty. So all of the Class C's in the marketplace today and all of the Class A's in the marketplace today simply have a 1-year standard warranty. With Entegra Coach, we give you 2 years. So what that means is you have 2 complete camping seasons warranty behind this coach. We do that because we want to give you a peace of mind. We know that any of the motorhomes that we build, if you're looking to get into more of our base trim level, E350 Odyssey SE, for a lot of you, that still is a chunk of change. A lot of us will try to max out our budget in order to get the best that we can get. So our base trim level Odyssey SE, 2-year warranty, or you bump up to this guy, or potentially even an Accolade or an Accolade XL, a 2-year warranty. We want you to know that we stand behind what we build. We believe it's engineered very well and built very well. For instance, our front overhead bunks, all of them are rated at 750 pounds. Industry standard is about 425 to 450. So we're doing the small things that really make a big difference. This coach does have 4-point hydraulic leveling, automatic, just push a button and it will level itself. So the nice thing about these is if you are in those uneven places camping, that you will be able to have a level sleeping area. All the blood's not rushing to your head or to your feet. You'll be able to sleep well that night and have confidence that you're gonna wake up in the morning, you're gonna feel very good. Moving back to coach, we do have these frameless windows. What I love about these square frameless windows is not so much the aesthetics on the end, though I think they look very good. Rather, the blackout shade on these windows is actually foil lined on the outside, so it will reflect the sun's UV rays and also reflect heat out of the coach rather than just absorbing it in. And so we have made this change this model year to these, and I absolutely love them just because they are very functional, and the practical application of blocking the heat and the sun is incredible. But when we get inside, I think you're going to love the residential look of those as well. Something that we do differently than a lot of our competitors who are building on this F-Series chassis is our storage compartments. You will notice, depending on the floor plan, we will have a pass-through over the frame rails and then also up and down the rails. So on this side, all 3 of these baggage compartments are connected, so I can put the longer items inside and not worry about things being too big. You will notice that we do have the diamond tread inside of there. There again, to give it a little bit of grip, so if you are putting a cooler in there and you have to stop suddenly, you're not gonna have to worry about that cooler sliding all the way to the front and crushing the eggs that you took for the camping trip or who knows what. I don't know why eggs would be in a warm storage compartment, but just threw that one out there. Don't put your eggs in there. We have a refrigerator inside. Moving back to coach, you will notice on the outside, we have a 40-inch smart television, which we've had on this floor plan. It is a 40-inch. If you go to the 29T, it goes down to a 32-inch smart television. But what I do want to point out for this model year is that we have added JBL premium audio both outside the coach and inside the coach. We get feedback from our customers after 6 months of ownership. Our customers will fill out a survey. We ask very specific questions, and we've come to recognize that the customers in general, especially in buying a luxury brand like Entegra Coach, you do really want higher end components. And so for this model year, we have switched to JBL premium audio outside and inside the coach. Recognizing the side of this coach, you'll see this beautiful full body paint. We do have different paint schemes, and so let's say this one doesn't give you that knee-jerk reaction of I love it. Go to our website and make sure you look at our other options, because I know we have some varying ones. They do all look different. So as a result, there should be one that you do find eye appealing and that you really fall in love with. A full-length awning on this side. It's a legless awning. It does have LED lights in those arms, and so great thing about that is as you're sitting out at the campsite, you will be able to have adequate lighting at either your picnic table or potentially your camp chairs as you're just sitting and relaxing and watching a nighttime game on your outdoor television. You will notice as well that this does have a motion or wind sensor in it. What I encourage you to do from the manufacturer is allow that to be kind of the last resort as far as retracting itself when it's windy. If you're going out kayaking for the day, if you're going hiking for the day, or you notice a wind starting to pick up, go ahead and put your awning back in, simply because if you get a couple gusts of wind back to back and they're pretty shortly spaced, they're pretty quick back to back, there's a chance that that awning may not retract quick enough and you could damage your awning. So always use wisdom. If it seems like you should put your awning in, go ahead and put it in and don't wait for the motor to automatically kick it in. Moving back to coach, we do have propane tank outside here. We also have another storage compartment that does have the diamond tread in it. And then we do have a rotocast compartment. If you have those muddy things that you want to keep the rest of your compartments really nice, you'll be able to just throw things in there, and there again, just wet rag and clean it out very well. On the roof, some of the things I want to talk about, because you're not going to climb up there, and currently I'm not climbing up there, is that we do have a WineGuard 2.0 Connect on this motorhome. That WineGuard 2.0 Connect is a great feature for you as the end user, from the standpoint of it is a Wi-Fi range extender. So let's say you're sitting outside of your favorite restaurant that has free Wi-Fi, or even coffee house, or you're at the campgrounds far away from the router. It'll grab that signal and intensify it. So that WineGuard 2.0 Connect Wi-Fi range extender is great. That is free for you to use. Obviously, you're buying it with the motorhome. There's a paid application that you can either pay through WineGuard or through your cell phone provider, and that is a 4G LTE hotspot. That's going to be great if you're looking to do work on the road, or even while in motion, you'll be able to utilize that. On the roof as well, standard on this guy is going to be the Starlink satellite system. I used one of these about 1.5 years ago. We have a demo fleet here, and I used one that had Starlink in it. I absolutely loved Starlink. There were a number of us out camping. It was Memorial Day weekend, so the Indy 500 was on, and as a result, we were able to stream the game on the smart TV, and then a couple of my daughters were inside watching Netflix, and there was no lag time. So Starlink on this is absolutely incredible. We do install it. It does not come automatically. The subscription doesn't, so that'll be something you have to pay for if you desire to go into those remote places where cell signal is just not there. On the roof as well, we have 200 watts of solar. It comes with a dual controller and second house battery. So that dual controller is going to make sure that your chassis battery and your house battery is topped off. You can expand that solar on the roof. That's a common question we do get. With this coach as well, on the roof, we do have 15,500 BTU air conditioner up front with a heat pump, and then the rear is a 13.5. So plenty of cooling for you in those warmer places of the United States. New for this model year, we do have a power cord reel on our 32U and our 35L. Because of the location of the power cord on the 29T, we just have a detachable 50 amp cord on that. So I want to make you aware of that. They all come standard with a 6,000 watt diesel generator. What I love about that is it's plumbed to my fuel tank on my chassis. So anytime I'm filling up with diesel fuel, I am automatically filling up my generator as well. So a lot of good things to love on this coach. This has been an outside look at the 32U Accolade XT 2025. Let's go inside and check that out. Alrighty, so we are in the 32U Entegra coach Accolade XT, and it is absolutely incredible. We have gotten so much positive feedback from you folks. So in reality, we just released this motorhome last year, and so we didn't make really many interior changes. As you'll notice, this Ford cab area is from Ford. It is stock. What I love about it is the sync system that they have as far as the Apple CarPlay, Android Auto. With that, it is We do have side cameras and a rear backup camera. So absolutely incredible. What I love about this is I'm a taller individual, and this F-Series chassis gives me a lot of leg room as I'm driving. Very comfortable to drive. So if you've not driven one of these, I already talked about the Easy Drive system. Take this out and drive it. I think you're going to fall in love with it. As I mentioned, outside of the coach, also inside of the coach, we have changed to a JBL premium audio system. So on this floor plan, you will notice that we have a JBL Aura soundbar that is connected to your 50-inch smart television. You can also stream Bluetooth your favorite music app and have the right music in here for the right time of day. You choose what it is, if it's rock, if it's jazz, if it's country, fill in the blank, that'll do it for you, and it'll give you incredible sound. As I mentioned, a lot of you had commented we'd love to have premium audio versus just cheap speakers with a tin sound to it, an empty hollow sound to it. So across the board on all of our product this model year, as far as our Accolade XTs go, we have included JBL premium audio. Also, you'll notice the oversized cabinets, cabinet doors and drawer fronts. We have reduced the visible styles. A style is this horizontal cabinet frame, and then also, the vertical one, and then also the horizontal one. This has been since the inception of the Accolade XT. We want to give it a more residential look. You'll notice that all the cabinets are uniform in color. This is our Huntington cabinet color. We do offer two decors, Warm River and also Cold Spring. And with that, I think you're going to find the right combination between cabinets and also decor to be able to match. As I mentioned, the 50-inch television, that is a smart television. That is on a televator. Televator is just the industry slang for this thing. It's on a powered TV lift. Putting it down, you will notice, as I mentioned, really the residential look of these new windows that we switched to on this product for this model year. What I love about it is there's no more valance. Valances, if you have them at home, I absolutely love them, kind of. But at the same time, in motorhomes, they kind of make it look dated. So we got rid of the valances. Also, there's not a roller shade to bang around driving down the road. So you do have your night shade, as I mentioned, that is foil lined on the outside. And then I can also raise this up and I have my screen or day shade. So what I love about these windows is I just simply lift the lever, push it out, and I have approximately 8 inches of ventilation. So a lot more ventilation in these windows than the old style crank out. I love that about these. This coach is a 50 amp coach, as I already talked about, the AC, etc. We do have power theater seats, and those are optioned. Just as a heads up, your inverter does need to be on in order for the power in these theater seats to work. So oftentimes I may get a call from a sales individual or potentially a potential customer saying, hey, theater seats didn't work, what's going on? Your inverter needs to be turned on. So I needed to point that out. You will see solid surface kitchen countertop and also your televator lift, outlets on both sides as well as USB ports. What I love about this coach is it has two things. One, it has your convection microwave and also an induction cooktop. Now, if you don't know anything about these, I will tell you that the folks who've owned motorhomes before and maybe have owned them for the last 20, 30 years, they may be questionable on this. But what I love about the convection microwave is there's plenty of room on the inside, so that whether I'm doing a loaf of bread or even potentially a small chicken that I'm roasting, there's so much air circulation around it. It is swirling my heat that I get a much more even bake than I do in a traditional RV oven. Also, this is going to run off of your generator or your shore power. So traditionally, RV ovens are running off of your LP tank, and we do know that LP is fixed on board on most motorhomes, and when it's empty, it's time to go somewhere and fill up. And at inopportune times, trust me, I know you have to go fill up. So with that, we did the convection microwave. I think you're going to love it. If you don't know how to bake in one of these, like I said, it will do everything that a traditional oven at home will do. Just do a Google search and you'll find some quick tutorials on YouTube on how to use a convection microwave oven. Induction cooktop, let's talk about this for a second. What I love about it is it's very sleek. It gives me extra countertop space. And then also, if Junior walks by, accidentally bumps that and turns it on, and then he goes and sticks his hand up there, odds of that happening probably very slim, but I wouldn't say slim to none. Great thing about this is Junior will not burn his hand, or potentially turns it on, chucks a towel on there, it will not start a fire. These are only activated by special induction cooktop pots and pans. And so I love the safety feature of it. I love how clean it looks. And there again, if you've never cooked on one of these, it does boil water faster. So if you're making your pastas, you're going to get your meal a little bit quicker. But then also, they are very easy to use. So I love both of these things. I know at times they can be controversial, but I really think they're positives in this motorhome, this style of motorhome. You will notice we do have a very large refrigerator in this motorhome. I just put it into the lock position. It is a French door style. So you will notice, in case you wonder, this way is up. Wanted to point that out. Don't flip the refrigerator upside down, but that's up. A lot of storage space in here, a lot of room for your gallons of milk. And then, so you will notice with the freezer as well, there is a lot of storage space in this freezer. So unlike your traditional two-way gas electric refrigerator, there is plenty of room for gallons of ice cream in here, a number of bags of wild blueberries. If you want to put your ahi tuna in here, there is so much room. So you can take this guy out camping without a problem, not have to worry about going to the grocery store all the time. So I wanted to point that out to you. And then also just large pantries right here. A lot of room for your Special K cereal. You don't have to eat Special K. That was the first thing that came to mind. Let's just say your boxes of cereal, for your pasta, for your cans of chili, etc. So a lot of pantry space. There again with these, I will be interacting with customers and they may try to pull it and it doesn't come open easy. That's on purpose because once there's weight in there, we don't want them to slide open. So if you are looking at one of these on the lot, just make sure you pull hard enough to get that open. We want to make sure that it's secure for transit. On this motorhome, you will notice it looks like traditional cabinet doors down below. With these cabinet doors, we do have a bank of hidden drawers there. There's plenty of room under your sink for your trash can, but then also shelves on that side. And then over here, we've got a nice small spice rack area. So a lot of storage inside of this kitchen that a lot of times we wrestle with, how can we get more drawer space? And so we've added drawers behind that door front, and we actually hid it behind the door front just to give it a more uniform look. This whole motorhome is controlled by our Firefly whole house control. This multiplex system, what I love about the Firefly is simply I can download an app to my phone. I can control everything while I'm sitting out at the campfire, or even while I'm setting up my campsite. If I notice it's starting to get cool outside and I haven't turned my furnace on yet, through my app, I can get to the HVAC system and turn the furnace on as well. Back into the bedroom, some drawers down below. We do have removable storage shelves in this, what appears to be a wardrobe. We stuck a mirror on it because we know camping, a lot of times, there are those times where we do want to make ourselves a little bit presentable at least. So we've got a mirror here, and then we've got mirrors on our rear wardrobe area. The rear wardrobe area, you'll notice we do have a couple drawers hidden inside. That collapsible ladder is for our front overhead bunk, and then also just a full-length wardrobe for hanging your clothes. And I love that. You'll notice over the bed, a full massive bank of oversized cabinets and also oversized cabinet fronts. So with that, we wanted to continue the residential look back into here. You'll notice that residential look with our windows nicely framed out. The pleated shades that are integrated there, again, they will block the sun and heat out during the day. And then also capped off by a king size bed. Laying in here at night, we understand sometimes you need to decompress. So this bedroom also has a television in it. It's a smart television for you to be able to just relax at the end of the day, or potentially it's daytime nap time for one of your kids and you want to put them in here, pop a cartoon on, knowing that that puts them to sleep all the time. Just plenty of application in here in this bedroom with that television. Check out the size of this bathroom. You will notice that our gunmetal sinks and fixtures have carried over into here, and absolutely beautiful. We don't have any plastic fixtures in here. We do have a porcelain toilet in here, as well as you'll notice that the inside of this, we have carried over this nice matte black shower fixtures, and then also we do have a macerating toilet in this floor plan. So not every floor plan will have a macerating toilet. This 32U, in order to accomplish what we wanted to accomplish, it does have a macerating toilet. A lot of room inside of these medicine cabinets. So you can notice there is plenty of room in here for your taller items. A lot of times when it comes to toiletries and bath items, we do have taller items, and there's just not enough room inside of these. We made sure that there was for the taller items. So a lot to love about this floor plan. I think our team as a whole did a really good job with the upgrades this year on most floor plans, being that power cord reel, being the JBL premium audio. And then we have changed a little bit of our fabric decor for this model year as well. So this has been a look at the inside of the Accolade XT made by Entegra Coach, the 32U. I want to thank you for taking time today to watch this video of the Entegra Coach Accolade XT 32U. I was very grateful for your time spent today. Again, my name is Corey Weatherton, Director of Product Development here at Entegra Coach. I want to encourage you, if you have more questions, contact your local dealer. If you don't know who your local dealer is, go to our website, integracoach.com. We do have a dealer locator on that. Always feel free to call us here at the factory. The key thing is when you call, ask for a regional sales manager and let them know what state or province you're from. We have regional sales managers here who are responsible for your area of the country that you live in, and they would love to answer any question you have. Again, a regional sales manager specifying the state or province you're from, they will answer any question you have. But make sure you get down to a dealership. Make sure you take this Accolade XT for a drive. I know you're going to love the ride and the handling on it, and find out if this 32U is the right floor plan for you.